the way we're going to judge the second-year quarterbacks, the way we're going to assess guys in contract years, the real grind begins week one, not practice one of training camp. But I think there are four to pay close attention to on where they are going into week one, because it matters for not just them, but the investment that the team will either choose to make or has made, and where the head coach stands on the overall hierarchy of decision-making. First is, of course, Tua for me. Paul mentioned this earlier this week, but Tagovailoa, and knowing the weapons that they have put around him this offseason, there has been no offense that made more seismic changes in the NFL than the Miami Dolphins when you pair everything together. Two big offensive line additions for a group that was really bad a year ago. Teron Armstead, maybe the best player that they acquired, and I'm including Tyreek Hill and all that. That's how good Armstead is. He's now their left tackle. Tyreek Hill goes without mention because he's been mentioned the entire offseason, but he's now paired with Jalen Waddle, who's coming off a great rookie season. They have Gesicki, who's coming off a career year at tight end, and they have overhauled their backfield with veterans. Not top-of-the-line running backs in the NFL, but guys who have been productive in spurts. Mostert, for instance. Sony Michel is there and can be used in different ways within that offense. So they have three or four backs to pair with Tua, and if they can get some semblance of a run game behind a better offensive line, they're doing some nice things. But what they need is consistent play at quarterback, because they've pieced the nice wide receivers with him. And the question is, how will Tua be as open practices really get going and the media dives in from a national and local perspective on how he's teaming with McDaniel there? Because this is a prove-it year of any prove-it year you can point to in the NFL for him.
There's a lot of middle ground right now with Tua. I think not just in terms of, it's certainly a prove-it year like you said, but how the media, how football fans view him, how the organization views him. How quickly will we be off that middle ground based on his surroundings? And what I mean by that is, this doesn't feel like a season for Tua where at the end of it, we're going to say, verdict's still out. It's going to be all in or all out. He is going to get these pieces around him and take off and look drastically better because of a better surrounding cast, or he's going to stay the same or get worse, and then we're going to have our answer that way also. So I don't see – these are the types of situations that really get me interested. And I talked about all the second-year guys, and Tua's not one of them. But all those second-year guys, so many of them, maybe with the exception of Trey Lance, who's really starting for the first time, you feel like you're going to know one way or the other after this year. And that may sound like I'm acting rash for some people watching or listening, but I really think you're going to know with most of those guys. Tua is certainly in that category of we're going to know one way or the other, maybe not even by the end of the season, maybe midway through the season, based on how this offense is ticking with these new additions.
Yeah, well, these are the three for me, Miami, Philadelphia, and the Jets. I agree with you that we may overdo it on feeling like we've got the verdict 6 weeks into the season, but I think we'll probably have a pretty good sense. And here's the thing to me.
I think with Miami we'll know.
Yeah,